Hi everyone, so welcome to the post-match analysis of the match between Nadal and Schwartzman in the quarterfinals today at the French Open. And very good match indeed, a good performance by Schwartzman. The conditions were against him, to be honest. It were hot and sunny conditions which favor Nadal, and the ball was bouncing quite high, so problems for Schwartzman on the backhand side, but still he managed to play really aggressively and he served well as well. And the game plan was actually very good from Schwartzman, and that is why he was able to take one set of Nadal. And let's look at the stats. So, in the statistics, if you see, the key point is the ratio between the winners and unforced errors. As you can see, Nadal played a terrific match with 35 winners and only 29 unforced errors, so the ratio is on the positive side. Whereas for Schwartzman, it was not. So it's 26 winners and 39 unforced errors. And the problem for Schwartzman was that even though he was able to win the second set by playing a very good game at 5-4. But in the third set, when he had chances at 30 all twice on the Nadal serve, he was not able to capitalize, and he made very significant unforced errors on his forehand side, and that is what caused him the third set. And once Nadal was able to get the third set, it was impossible for Schwartzman to come back, because we all know once Nadal gets a lead, then he is impossible to stop. But on the positive side, Schwartzman's game plan was good throughout the match. Even in the first set, he lost uh, his serve, but then he came back pretty quickly. And then he continued to play with a good mindset, with aggression, trying to move Nadal around the court, trying to use power on his shots. And he also played good at the net. But the problem was in the third set when he had chances, he wasn't able to convert those chances. He didn't have a break point. Mind you, in the third set, Nadal, you know, uh, played well at the important moments, and he did not give a break point to Schwartzman in the third set. But there were a lot of games where it was 15-30, 30 all, deuce. So a lot of chances for Schwartzman, but again the unforced errors crept in for him, and he was not able to capitalize. And then Nadal played solid in those moments as well. So credit to Nadal as well. And then after the third set, we have seen even in the previous rounds that Nadal opens up his shoulders, and when he gets confident that yes, he's 2 sets to 1 up, then he goes for his shots. And you can see in the final set, he was hitting very aggressive backhands, forehands. He was all over the court and trying to finish the match quickly, and that's what happened. So let's look at some of the key factors in the match. And as we discussed, there was just one bad game by Nadal in the second set at 5-4, where he was serving to stay in the set, and Schwartzman was able to capitalize on that. He was able to play 2 or 3 good points together, and hence he won the second set. But this is the quality of Nadal. Anyone else, if he would have lost the second set, they would have gone into a shell and maybe disappointed. But then Nadal kept his head, kept playing well, and even though he was struggling with his form, with his timing, he was not able to find his shots in the third set early in 2 all, 3 all games. But he still wasn't giving the points away. He was staying in the points, and Schwartzman had 2 or 3 real looks at winners, but he was not able to hit those. He hit the net, or he hit the ball outside. So I think those were the key moments where if Schwartzman would have converted 1 or 2 break points, or created 1 or 2 break points, then maybe the match would have had a different outcome, or maybe it would have gone to 5 sets. But once Nadal was able to get out of those 1 or 2 games at 2 all and 3 all, then it was obvious that Nadal would try to capitalize on those points, and he would try to play aggressive when he gets a chance on the Schwartzman serve, because Schwartzman serve is not that big, so Nadal always would have chance to rally. And when he has the chance to rally and is up on the scoreboard, he can play a bit aggressive. And if even if he gets 1 or 2 points, then that's the difference. And one more key point there was on the third set. If you saw that Schwartzman made a crucial double fault, being 4-3 I think up in the third set where he was serving and it was deuce and he made a double fault. And that is not something you can do against Nadal, because if you give a break point to Nadal, he will play aggressive and he will make you pay. And that's what happened. And once the third set was gone, the fourth set was absolutely a no contest with Schwartzman, completely falling apart, hitting just one winner and 11 unforced errors in the final set, whereas Nadal gained the upper hand and he cut loose on his form and he was playing really well. So I think overall it was a good performance from Schwartzman. He was able to execute his game plan to some extent, and that is why he was able to stay in the contest and win one set. But then again, even a player with the caliber of Nadal, he gives you chances, two or three chances, two or three looks, but if you're not able to take those chances, then he doesn't give you another chance, and that's what happened. So, and this is a similar result if you compare the matches between these two guys, even in the last year's French Open, a couple of years back. So, every time Schwartzman actually has troubled Nadal with his game because he has a solid game, Schwartzman, and he's able to rally well with both the shots on both the wings, forehand and backhand. But the problem is he's not able to take his chances a lot of the times, and Nadal keeps his head cool and just stays in the point. And once he is able to get out of those 30 all and deuce points, then he knows that if he steps up and plays a little bit aggressive, then it will be really difficult for anybody to come back against him, and that's what happened. So a good match, and now Nadal is in the semi-finals for the 14th time in his career at Roland Garros, and I think he's awaiting the winner of Djokovic and Berrettini. That's going to happen in some time from now, and we hope that Djokovic is able to win that match so that we get to see Djokovic versus Nadal, and we'll also do a review of that match if that's supposed to happen. So thank you for watching, guys.